And here we go. We are recording, which means we are back with another awesome episode of the GAJ podcast. Welcome, one and all. We are your hosts. My name is Gerard, and I am joined by my bros, my bio bro Alex, and my B-fam. That's bro from another Mo for you hipsters, hip to the jive people out there. JR. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Oh, welcome back, JR, by the way. Been a minute. You've been working hard, doing the things, so we're glad to have you back. You missed a good couple of weeks, but hopefully things were going well on your end. What you been up to?
Okay. It was my birthday.
Hey. Oh shit, yeah. I think I sent you a message somewhere, but
yeah.
I forgot to mention it on the podcast.
It's all good. She came out, we hit the beach, we did a couple things, and
which beach?
We went to Huntington. We went to the US Open. So
Oh, cool.
Oh, dude, for real?
I forgot that was going on.
Wait. Tennis, right? Not golf.
No, US Open of surfing.
Surfing.
Oh.
So they had, a couple big events over there, and it was sponsored by Lexus. So, Lexus had their big old thing, and
nice.
There was some pretty cool, shops and stuff. It was a lot of walking. It was a ton of walking.
I bet you're on a beach.
And it's like, I got super fried. Like, I got so sunburned. Oh my God.
Did you hit the bars on Main Street?
No, what did we have? We were trying to get back over to Laguna to go over to the deck to have dinner, like when the sun was going down. So we left at like 4:30, 5 o'clock or something like that.
Oh.
To get over to like one of the beach, bars.
Yep.
Cool.
And, then we beat the sunset, and they only give you an hour and a half sit time. Usually that place is like packed.
I bet.
It wasn't as packed this time.
So they let you sit there a little bit longer?
Hung out over, tried to go to the cliff. That was kind of neat. But they were like, you couldn't get in over there. So we walked over to that Main Street area where like Ocean Avenue is. Where all the
Glad to have
tourists
you back, dude. Glad to have you back. We missed you. And I was just kind of mentioning to you, had some uploading challenges last week. So those of you that have been with us, sorry about that. I broke the rules, not on purpose, just because of inexperience, but got it fixed, got it edited, sorted out. And last week's episode went up a few days late, but it's up there. Hopefully you had a chance to check it out, and hopefully you enjoyed it. What else is going on? Ashley Cameo Challenge. She's going to keep us guessing from now on, guys. If you know, she did not make a cameo last week, so any of you, which there was nobody, that claimed to see her and put a comment, you're a liar. If you do see her, though, make sure you drop a little comment in there. Put hi, Ashley, add a timestamp. I'll let you know if you won and give you a shout out on next week's episode. Sorry, got to make sure we're taking care of the housekeeping deal. Teeny Bopper subscriber watch. Guys, we're not quite to the Teeny Bopper land yet. But, here's some good news. Let me share this with y'all. We have... Oh, God, I'm so slow with this. Window. Where am I at? This one. Yeah. We have 12 subscribers on YouTube. That's one more than last week. That's pretty good. So, in fact, we had a good month. We added 2 subscribers to our non-advertised podcast. And, in fact, we grew on Spotify, too. So, I didn't see any comments. I did check. whoever you are, thank you for subscribing. Glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying the content. Actually, I take it back. I think I kind of know who it is. I think it's a friend of our sister's who subscribes. So, thank you. Glad to have you. And we appreciate your patronage. Not Patreon, patronage on just YouTube and Spotify. Anyway, so yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, if you are a new subscriber, by the way, and I'll get that out of there, drop a comment, put a little wavy emoji. We'd love to shout you out if you're okay with that. If not, that's okay too. I'm more than happy to respect your privacy. And again, if you do join us and decide not to comment, thanks for joining us. All right. What's for dinner, boys? Alex, what'd you have for dinner?
Big old turkey sandwich, followed up by a medium-sized turkey sandwich because I was still hungry.
On white bread, on wheat bread, like
Wheat
rye bread.
Trying
Like,
to
do you
be
use the
trying to be
100%
healthy with the carbs
whole
there.
wheat?
Whole wheat, 100% whole wheat.
Attaboy.
It's from
That's healthy.
Target though, so it may not be actually 100% whole wheat.
Yeah. Whatever. I would
Close
do the
enough.
same thing from Walmart. I don't even bother. I just get the white bread when I do because we hardly ever get bread anymore anyway. Luckily, because Ashley has been quite healthy over the last year, and quite frankly is getting healthier. She doesn't really have any issues with soy anymore, so I don't have to pay $6, $7, $8 for a loaf of bread. I can go back to paying whatever it is now, $1.25. So
I'm
yeah,
all about the $2 loaves of bread from Target.
you're bougie, bro. I go to
That's the
Walmart,
cheapest one, dude.
pay $1.20. Oh yeah, you guys are in California.
It's a little more expensive out here.
What about you, JR? What'd you eat? I
had
thought
Chinese
you'd
food.
be eating dinner when you jumped on today. To be honest.
I had a little earlier. I had some Chinese food. I had fried rice and hot and sour soup.
Yeah,
Delicious.
hot and sour soup sounds delicious.
I have to always get the fried rice with like all of it, all the goodies. I want egg in that bitch.
Oh
I
yeah,
want beef,
Yeah.
chicken, shrimp. If I can get scallops, I'd get that. If there's other meats like pork, I'll get that too. Like I just want all of it.
so as a male Asian, obviously ramen noodles is a thing for everybody, especially when we're younger. But for me, when I started cooking for myself, fried rice was kind of one of those things that I made the most of because I would put anything in there. If I had like leftover lunch meat, I'd just start tearing it up and just throwing it in there with a little oil. Frozen vegetables went in there, leftovers.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny whenever people are like, "Oh, I love a good fried rice dish." Like, what? Like, you know what that is to a lot of Asians?
Leftovers.
That's like leftovers. It's leftovers. I, however, did not have any sort of fried rice or steamed rice this evening, mainly because I didn't really want to wait. I didn't want to make it. So I actually went crazy healthy. I had, not crazy healthy. I'm starting to track my food again to get myself to eat a little healthier, but I had 6 ounces of rotisserie chicken and I think like 166 grams of cauliflower, steamed cauliflower. So getting back to healthy, starting to track all my calories and shit again, and maybe not get as lean as I did last time, but try to get lean-ish, going into the wedding next year. So yeah, that's what I had. And we already kind of started on this, but out and about, Johnny had a little romantic outing, sounds like. That sounds kind of cool. Caught the sunset, a little dinner.
Yep.
Little dinner.
Lots of fun stuff.
Did you know Zanny came out here?
Yeah, she was saying she got tickets. I thought she got my mom's friend's tickets.
That's what I found out when we were there. So for those of you out there, I don't know if you caught on, but I am also friends with JR's lovely lady, and she, after being in Southern Cali in the sun, was back here in Missouri, and she got some tickets to the Chiefs preseason game. So a few of us, I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was Lillian, me, Zanny's mom, Smashley's dad, and then a few of the crew from like the servers from Blue Line, but they're so new I don't know them. But yeah, we had a pretty good night. It was hot as balls though. Like they started doing shots of Fireball, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
It's too. I had 2 beers and like a hard seltzer, and I was done. I was like, I can't. It's so hot. I probably spent a pretty good amount of money in the stadium, and it was all on water. Like I think I went through 6 bottles of water during the game.
How much do they charge per bottle?
I don't even know because you just give them your credit card, and I don't. Like it was the guy in the aisle, and he was pretty cool. So like, yeah, I don't even know. I was just so hot and thirsty. I was like, all I want is water.
$7 for a bottle of water.
Oh, I don't even want to look, to be honest. All these charges for like $12 for per bottle of water, or something like that. But it was fun. It was a good game. Second to last preseason game, I believe, for the Chiefs. So they had quite a few of the starters in for. It's probably just the first quarter, and then the second team took the second quarter, and then they had a bunch of third team and bubble guys going in the second half. So,
They had a pretty cool behind the back pass that I saw.
I saw it, bro. Yeah, so those tickets that your mom's friends have are like very close to the 50-yard line.
They're really good.
And in like the low section. So yeah, I was like, I saw it very clearly happen. It was pretty sick. It was pretty sick. But yeah, the game was fun. We didn't grill or anything because it was fucking hot. So we just made like cold cut sandwiches. Should have just raided Alex's fridge for some turkey and bread. It's kind of what it felt like we did.
Usually they go. That's where I started working on my car over at their house.
I remember going over their house is sweet.
It's pretty cool.
More importantly, their garage is sweet.
Yeah, they got some pretty cool cars. They're into race cars, so he like builds his own. His name's Robert. He has built his own race cars up, and they're pretty fucking sweet. He built a Corvette, and he built like this other one, and they're just muscle cars out the wazoo, and they haul ass. His
So
brother
Alex,
built
it's I've only been there once because we were fixing Johnny's car, JR's car, in the garage when he still lived here. So we had to borrow some tools, and they have this big ass house that's very, very nice. Like I think they built it.
Yeah, you know him.
And they have, I think, like, I don't know, 2 or 4 car garage attached to the house, but then they also have like another garage with like the 15-foot garage doors.
It's a shop.
When you go into this garage, he has 2 lifts, so he can park cars on the lifts, put them up, and then park 2 more cars underneath them.
Oh, cool.
And I think it's like double deep, so he can have like 6 cars in there. And it's so fucking cool. It's not like a huge piece of land. It's definitely a couple acres, 5 or 10 acres, but
it's a lot of work to keep up with.
Well,
I've been over there when he's
that
been like
really
spraying
nice
landscaping and stuff and bugs, and he's just like walking around with the backpack on, just like
yeah.
when it's hot as hell out. And
they got a nice spot right there, and it's reasonably quiet for how close they are to the freeway.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
a good game, lots of fun.
Yeah, I think they lost actually by 1,
No,
but
I thought they won it. It was like 23-21.
Nope. It was, but it's because the Lions kicked the last second field goal to win.
Oh, I thought they.
But also,
blocked
it was
or
a
something.
preseason game, and like I said, the starters were out by the second quarter. And
Dude,
then,
the Chiefs lose every preseason game. I swear to God.
yeah, who cares? It's preseason.
That's like their favorite thing to do is like lose preseason games.
Well, Alex, you'll be interested though. I got to see the whole like new kickoff deal. It's growing on me, bro. I kind of like it. They actually had Harrison Butker stop kicking the kickoff, and it was like a defensive back that was doing it because nobody can move till a receiver, a kick receiver, or a returner touches the ball anyway. So they don't even like kick it up in the air. There's no real strategy to it. You just kick it, and they either run it out or they kneel it in the end zone.
Wait, so we like as defense, you can't move until they catch.
Yeah,
the
no
ball?
one can move.
Neither of them. So
catch the ball or touch the ball.
I think the receiving team, the blockers are lined up on, and I already forgot now. I think they're lined up on like the 35 maybe, and then the kicking team's defenders are on like the 45, and then the kicker is all the way back at like the other 45-yard line. And I might have that. That might not be completely accurate, but so the kicker is just all back there by himself, and then you have two receivers kind of on the goal lines.
It's weird because you see all these players just standing still while the kicker kicks it.
Here's the deal. I saw
They're
some
right next to each other too, like a few yards
I
apart.
saw some pretty good returns though, and the minute somebody breaks one loose and returns it to the house, I'm gonna be all in. I'm gonna be all in. Uh oh. You want to say hi real quick?
Yeah. How are you guys?
Good, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Hi, Johnny. It's been a while.
I know it's been forever.
Where are you?
I'm in my
He's
room.
in
What's your
his
background?
mansion.
brand new house with his.
It's my new yeah.
grand
I got a
piano.
piano.
Have you learned how
Over
to
here.
use it?
What?
Have you learned how to use it?
Yeah, you just sit there and then you click the button and then you wiggle your fingers like this, and the sound comes out of the speakers.
I like it. It looks good. We'll have to come and visit.
You gotta say things like tickling the ivories.
Please start saying that. I'm gonna go tickle the old ivories. That sounds racist. Tickling the old
Doesn't?
ivories. Kinda does.
Oh my
Sounds sexy.
gosh.
Sounds like a sexual,
The
like
white
a
girl.
awkward sexual joke.
You dirty boy. Well, on that note, I'm gonna let you guys go.
All right, go take the
Have a
ivories.
good night.
She's like, "You're not tickling my ivory." Go
I'm
away."
gonna go tickle the old ivories in the next room.
See, that sounded dirty. Not racist, just
as
dirty.
bad as what he said.
Because we don't have a piano, so
Did she eat?
Yeah.
Did you take her out earlier?
like 7.
Okay. Come on, Millie. Come on, Millie. Let's go.
I hadn't even really noticed your background, JR, until just then.
No.
Anyway,
Disaster.
for those of you that are not in the
Disaster.
know, that was my lovely fiance, Ashley. And if you ever pay attention to the beginning of the podcast, you know what to do. So anyway, where were we? Oh, kickoff. Yeah, the minute somebody breaks one loose and returns it to the house, I'm going to be sold. Because here's the deal. I thought they were just making it more boring. But the fact is, most kickers just kick it through the back of the end zone anyway.
They're trying to encourage the return back.
Now they're bringing the return game back. But they got to worry about all the safety and all that. So nobody moves until one of the receivers touches the ball. And then it's go time. It is
looks
pretty cool.
weird. I feel
will
like
be honest.
the old rules, the aesthetic of like the kicker leading the entire team, looks cool.
Yeah.
Now
And
you're just like, you just watch people that look like they're you look at it, you're like, did my TV freeze? Why is no one moving?
yeah. Yeah, it was weird to see at first. The The only thing that's gonna suck though, and I actually just thought about this now, is no more onside kicks.
They have to announce it.
Or they have to announce
you have
it,
to
so
do
I
it.
didn't see it.
You could do it in the fourth quarter. I don't know how they're gonna do it though.
I don't know the rule around onside kicks yet, but yeah. So
That's an odd one. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
I really want to see it happen.
I think they
Just
said it's
so-
like you can't do it outside the 2-minute warning. I don't know. There are new rules, and everyone this year is gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's gonna be like all kinds of flags and penalties and arguments and shit because nobody actually knows how to do it yet. But the only thing that sucks is the onside kick is not going to be a surprise anymore. I mean, yeah, typically you knew that there was a good chance the other team was going to do it, but the element of surprise is gone. Like every once in a while there was a team like, back when Pat McAfee was playing, they'd do it in like the middle of the game just to get the ball and get another possession. Mm-hmm. Try and take the lead. Like, it was awesome, but I guess it was too dangerous. Guys getting paid tens of millions of dollars to hit each other.
Are scared of getting hit.
Can't do it. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, I'd be pretty scared too, having a freaking 300-pound giant run at me and just like your shoes would stay in place. If I got hit by one of those guys, my shoes would just stay there, and my body would be like 10 feet away.
Yeah. No. Look. Yeah. Would I be scared? Yeah. Am I gonna feel it? Absolutely. And it's not gonna be it's not gonna tickle. But for $25 million, I'm probably willing to take that a couple times. Now, I do understand like the whole CTE and concussions and all that. I've actually had this discussion a long time ago when I still lived in Milwaukee. Some buddies and I decided like they should go back to like leather helmets and like the soft pads, because you want to get a bunch of huge fucking dudes to quit leading with their heads with the crown of their helmets. Put them in leather helmets. I bet they're going to change the way they hit.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. Anyway, on to breaking news. And I realize that our breaking news usually isn't actually breaking news, so it's breaking news to us.
To us.
First thing we're covering. The DNC is in Chicago. Thoughts, comments, questions? No? All right, we're moving on.
I've been treating it like the Olympics, or I'm just going to watch clips.
Yeah.
But I actually have it on right now because I want to see if Taylor Swift shows up.
Yeah, I guess the thing... I guess
that's the only reason I'm watching.
Is that
right now,
a
Barack
possibility?
Obama's
I
on.
didn't even know.
I'll probably listen to Barack Obama's speech. It's probably going to be an hour. It's going on right now.
That's funny.
I'm just like, well, who showed up? They had Lil Jon.
Well, I
Everyone's
guess the
waiting
one
for Taylor
thing
Swift to see if she shows up. Or
I didn't even know that was a
Beyonce.
possibility. I saw something and I should have read it because we could have talked about it, but I guess a headline I saw and I should have, like I said, I should have read it. But Taylor Swift's thinking about suing Donald Trump about some AI images or something. I don't know.
Dude, AI is getting way out of hand.
Yeah, 100%.
You can do anything. There's like,
She would kill.
because I'm dumb enough to open up Twitter still. I'm one of those people. The
I
first
still
thing
look
that
at
feeds
Twitter
me
every once in a
just
while.
about every time is like AI replications of like Donald Trump and Kamala Harris being a couple and having babies.
And J-Lo filed for divorce today.
Yeah, I'll probably get to that one too.
So right now you're starting to look at stuff and like when you see something that's shocking, you're like, is that even real? Is that deepfake? AI? Is it?
So I have like kind of a fitness focused account on Instagram. I don't really, I still post stuff to it, but it's not something I really like share a lot of anymore. And so I follow a lot of like fitness influencers and stuff like that, health influencers. Well, then like you go to search for some new content and it's just like all AI generated images, and it's just like I don't even like looking at it anymore because it's like I don't even know if this girl's real.
You need to put rules in place. There need to be laws around AI where if it's AI created image or video, there needs to be like a stamp on it, like a watermark.
Yeah,
this is AI.
Totally agree. In case you're new to the show, we go off on a lot of tangents. So just bear with us and enjoy the ride. Also, we don't cover anything too polarizing, so we got about as deep as we were going to go into either of the national conventions for the Democrats.
I'll stop the show if Taylor Swift shows up.
Yeah.
I know it's Barack Obama speaking. I just turned it on because it's being streamed on YouTube. I'm like, is Taylor on? Nope. Okay, well, let's go back to the other channel.
Yeah, right.
I'll watch a clip of this later.
Did you guys see? So there is a story of this software tycoon who apparently was acquitted of, I can't remember what, but he was in Italy with a bunch of people celebrating on his 180 something foot yacht, super yacht, and a violent typhoon storm rolled in and sank this supposedly unsinkable super yacht. They already confirmed a few people dead. They I don't want to play the video because I don't want to get copywritten, but this is video shows, it does show it sank, and it happens pretty quick.
Look, we see the Titanic did it first. This is like when you watch a movie and you're like, this is a copy of another movie I watched.
Yeah, but these are the super yacht apparently, if you rent the super yacht, check this out. Super yachts like the Bajan, I guess is what that's called, are available for charges at a rate of $215,000 a week. That's just to rent it. Not even rent it, just to charter it. You don't even get to drive it.
What's the insurance for customers? What's you get your money back if you sink and people
right?
die?
Yeah, I don't know. No, this guy owned this yacht, so.
Next one.
But yeah, so this yacht is designed to stay afloat, even if it's taking on water, to give people aboard a chance to actually get to safety. But it didn't. Apparently, it happened really, really quick.
This boat was made by Boeing. Expanding out their catalog.
Very nice. Oh, here it is. The Mediterranean sailing vacation was designed as a celebration for, I think his name is Mike Lynch, who just 2 months ago was acquitted by San Francisco jury of fraud charges stemming from a sale of a software company to Hewlett Packard for $11 billion. God. Woo! Oh boy. That's that's crazy. So apparently they're looking for him. I think they've confirmed a couple people dead, and then there's still, because I think it was 20 people. I think only 5 or 6 are accounted for.
What does a life insurance policy look like on a billionaire? If you took out a life insurance policy as his I don't know, friend or wife or child or extended family.
Interesting question. Yeah. Did somebody stand to benefit from his death, or did he fake his death? Because they haven't recovered his body yet. Maybe there was new evidence coming, and it was gonna work not in his favor, and he was gonna be convicted. So he faked his death to not only get the insurance money through his wife or his child or somebody, but also just not be able to go back to court. That'd be an interesting plot twist, huh?
That's a big brain move.
That is a big brain move.
I like it.
It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. Anyway, what else is in the news? Another possible global pandemic, possibly?
Oh, hell yeah. We need another one of those.
I hate to say it, but I kind of thought the same thing. I'm sorry, but I really enjoyed quarantine
terrible.
last time.
I felt so terrible. I got somebody
was all right.
that I drove around one night, and he was an EMT at the time, becoming a firefighter, and he was telling me what it was like for him, and I was like, man, I had a really different experience.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to brag about how much I liked COVID, but
oh man,
I didn't like COVID because it was hurting people, but
there were some upsides to it.
I did enjoy quarantine.
Yeah, I
caught up on a lot of sleep.
So cool. It was so cool to go out on the beach because all the gyms are closed and see all these people just working out there with whatever they had. There's like some guy would go on the lifeguard station, just do pull-ups with whatever. Yeah. I was jumping over the barricades that says you can't walk on the sidewalks. I was just jumping over them.
Yeah,
I had a kettlebell out there, right there in the sand. People doing sprints. It was enjoyable.
That's cool. What sucked here is a lot of people were trying to work out outside, but apparently we were all too close together, and there's this outdoor kind of you see those outdoor workout gym type areas. Not quite like Muscle Beach, but they have equipment that you can use and do pull-ups and all kinds of shit. I was going to work out there, and it was awesome. And then they barricaded it off because too many people were there, apparently. So, but anyway, so yeah, the WHO, I think is what it's called, World Health Organization, has ruled that Mpox is now a global health emergency and could potentially trigger another pandemic. I think right now it's still really just in Africa. I should read this better. I should read more about this before I start saying shit, but anyway. Oh, here.
Well, that won't
World Health Organization has declared Mpox outbreaks in Congo and elsewhere in Africa a global emergency. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about any cases showing up outside of Africa yet. Now, anybody listening, if you would like to fact check me and correct me, please do. Put it in the comments so that we can be kind of accurate. But we're really just trying to discuss some things.
Someone's gonna listen to this episode 5 months from now when we're all in lockdown, going, "Well, the signs were there." Yep. Look at all the bumps on my face.
Yeah, I haven't read much about it. I don't know what Mpox does. I mean, maybe it's kind of like COVID. I had no idea what COVID was either until I had it, and then it sucked. But it was, I don't know. It was like a really bad case of the flu. For me. That was my experience. Because I had that. What was that the really bad one? The
Omicron?
The really bad.
Omicron's the one I got. And that was fine except for the cough. The cough was a bitch.
Oh,
when I got it last year, I don't know what variant it is. It's, who knows, Super Omicron. The cough was, I didn't feel that bad, but the cough was even worse. I lost my voice for a month.
The one I had was the Delta variant, I think.
Oh, dude, that's
because it was kicking people's asses. And yeah, I had a fever for days. I think one point Ashley took my temperature and I was 104.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm I hope I don't die in my sleep. But anyway, so yeah. My advice is get on your streaming services, load up your watch list, because if this happens, you're going to want something to watch. I'm just saying. Also, Alex, if you don't want to do it, I might have to subscribe to Disney because I'm going to rewatch all the Marvel movies again.
Oh
Twice.
my god.
Oh, dude,
Is that going to segue into something else?
Probably not.
Okay.
I just like the Marvel movies. I watched them twice during lockdown. I watched them in like movie release order, and then I found like the order of events for like the Marvel series, the Marvel stories, and watched them in that order.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool.
So have you or have you not seen the new fantastic, most amazing movie of all time?
No, I want to.
Fantastic, most amazing movie of all time.
Yeah, I want to. In case anybody's wondering what he's referring to, it's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I saw that twice.
And I definitely want to see it. Don't say anything because I want to watch it.
Dude, I saw it in the 40X.
Oh shit!
Oh!
And I'll tell you this. So
Shit.
I already knew that Zanny needed to be fed for the day, but I had yet to feed her.
Oh
You know?
no!
And she was just in like another car accident, so her back was hurting, and you know,
she didn't
she
tell
was
me
in a
that.
good mood because she was in California and we were doing stuff, but she was in a bad mood because she was just like not fed and didn't get to go to the beach as much as she wanted, and just, you know,
Hangry?
so she gets in there, yeah, she's hangry, sitting in the seat, right? And I'm like, this is gonna be intense. This is gonna be wild. And as soon as the movie starts, the thing's like jerking us all over the place, and just the opening scene of like the Deadpool movie and the
I know what it is.
beautiful
I can't see it. You probably can't see it.
recreation of our you know, our middle school years. I look over and Zanny is just like being rocked by the chair in every direction with the biggest smile on her face I've ever seen. It was really funny.
It's a good thing you didn't get her popcorn because it'd be all gone. It'd just all fall on the floor.
She doesn't like popcorn, and I was trying to eat mine, and I was like,
What? Spilling it?
But now you
Dude,
get a refill.
I get the biggest popcorn I can whenever I go to the movies, and I make it as unhealthy as possible. Like salt and butter
I used to
in
do that.
layers.
I learned
This
a
was
trick.
the first time I ever didn't do that.
I learned a trick if you're the one that adds the butter in.
Mhm.
So what you know?
You use a
people-
straw?
Yeah, use a straw
Yeah.
so you can level it up
Yep.
each way. Yeah, that's gonna.
It
decrease
never
your
quite
life
works, so I
expectancy.
always end up with butter all over my hand, but it's not the cleanest, I should say. It works great, but it's not as clean as you would think.
I just put as much as I possibly can get on it. I'm like,
then,
let's
yeah.
hold this button for about
And hopefully it
45
filters down.
Yeah,
seconds.
Yeah.
Shake as much as I can.
Yeah, I
So
do.
did you,
I definitely do the shake. I do the straw. And I
When
do
you're
the
at
salt.
40X, did you have water sprayed in your face?
Yeah. It was like multiple different levels of spray. Some felt like they were droplets like being rained on us. Some felt like a mist being like sprayed at us. It was very like inclusive. It was cool. I do really want to see it though in like IMAX. If I can get some like center seats, because like IMAX is so big that you have to go like this, right?
Yeah.
But I would want to see it on like another movie theater that's like not a 40X, right? It's that good that you need to see it in 40X and then you need to go see it again in regular. So that's my 2 cents on that one.
Interesting.
I saw the second Avatar movie in IMAX 3D, and that's a trip, dude. That's like you are in another universe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was so. I remember seeing the original Avatar in 3D, and I feel like that was I've seen 2 movies in 3D that I can think of: Avatar and it was actually another Ryan Reynolds movie, Green Lantern. Was that his movie?
Yeah. I was like 2011, maybe 2010.
Yeah. I liked the movie fine. I hated it in 3D. Did not like it in 3D. Avatar was sick in 3D. Very cool. But yeah. So yeah, I totally want to check that out, the 40X, now that you guys started talking about it.
It's pretty freaking bad.
I feel like there's one in like St. Joe, maybe.
Did you go to the Irvine Spectrum for that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I think that's the only one around here that I know of, other than going up to LA.
There's one in like Huntington Beach.
Oh, okay, shit.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. And then what's also cool is I didn't realize is I think it's Regal. They put on like, we talked about this before, I think, but they put on old school movies and anime too now. Like, so there'll be like a showing a week or like a showing a day of like another just random mixed in movie or anime movie that they have. So if you're into that, like you get to go watch stuff that you would have never been able to watch on like the big screen.
Is Regal the only one that has the 40X movie theaters?
Yeah, it's a trademark Regal thing.
Trademarked.
You remember those like VR roller coasters?
Yeah.
It's like you're in one of those. That's it. I'm amazed there's not seatbelts on these things. Like they throw you around. So they tilt, they lean forward, back, and
I just saw Alien Romulus. I kind of wish I would have seen it in 40X now. Alien, there's xenomorphs drooling. You just get sprayed in the face constantly. Not that some I enjoy, but
well, there's so many fight scenes in Deadpool that like the whole time you're just rocking and rolling, like you're getting sprayed, dripped on, air shot at you. It's jerking around.
We might have to go do that soon because there's one in St. Joe, which is like an hour away. There's one in Lawrence, which is a little bit less than an hour away, and then there's one in Topeka, which is maybe an hour and change. There's two in Wichita. Oh, we should do that when we go to Wichita.
It's fun.
We're going down to Wichita for Christmas, so that might be something we do. Although
I'd
really want to see.
if they didn't have one near Kansas City. Overland Park, I bet they have one.
I'm looking at it right now.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. No Kansas City, no Springfield. Well, Springfield, I think there was one in Joplin. Let me go back to Missouri. Yeah, there's one in Joplin. Oh, Rolla. So that's kind of near Springfield. Which, Rolla, I feel like we've had this conversation before, but Rolla is not a big town. So that's weird. Columbia, that makes sense. Mizzou. But no, not St. Louis.
It's just not a Regal. MX40. So I guess it's called 40X. Yeah, okay. It looks like there is one. It's Overland, B&B Overland Park 16.
Oh, I thought
it was. It's called MX4D. I guess like 40X is different. I don't know. I thought that was a Regal thing. I really did.
Ooh.
And Legoland Discovery Center.
We have like points for B&B because the movie theater downtown Kansas City, like right there on Main Street, GR, you probably remember. That's a B&B now. It used to be the Armor Theater, I think. Or no, that's not it. That Armor Theater's something else. Anyway, it's right there by like Yard House and stuff. So, oh yeah, gotta check that out. Okay. I will be looking for that.
I'm going to take 1 second here.
Seat effects: rumbler, water blast, seat popper, back poker, leg ticklers, air blast, wind,
seat popper,
neck tickler.
That makes me think it's a fart. Seat popper.
Damn, it makes me think of a Zed.
On your butt.
Damn, I wish I would have seen Top Gun to this place.
Top Gun would have been sweet.
Top Gun Maverick, that would have been sweet.
I wish I would have jumped on Twisters. I heard people
yeah.
I went and saw Twisters. They said it was great in 40X.
Oh shit, that's still in the theaters. We could probably go do that.
Yeah, it's on streaming now, so it might be out of 40X already.
Damn, that was quick then. Because we went and saw it. It was enjoyable.
Oh, I guess I can bring this down.
So another story I was looking at. I think we've all done this. We've all had to sign a non-compete before, am I correct? Whenever we go start at a new employer.
Yep.
Well, apparently they're trying to pass a ban on non-compete agreements and it got struck down. The U.S.
Really?
judge strikes down
I thought that was already
Biden
in effect.
administration ban on worker non-compete agreements. I'm not necessarily surprised by this because I think to just put a blanket ban on non-compete agreements is probably too broad. Because I do feel like companies need to be able to protect their intellectual property. So, like, someone shouldn't be allowed to quit, go to a potential competitor, and bring their knowledge of that product, like how it was built and programmed and all that. So I feel like just saying a ban on all non-competes is a little bit of a stretch. Plus, in most cases, non-competes are not enforceable. So, like, someone in sales, and let's say you sell, like, telecom services. Why couldn't you go from, or even cellular services, why can't you go from T-Mobile to Verizon? Like, why wouldn't you you have to be able to use that experience. So that's my thought on it. But I think if they put more structure on it and define what about non-competes should be banned, I think it'll have a little bit more leverage. I think it'll have more legs that way. But yeah, so anyway, if anybody's been following that news, a U.S. judge recently struck down the blanket ban on non-compete agreements. What do you guys think about that?
I think if they took the ban down, you think CEOs are known for making a lot of money now. If there was no non-compete, they'd be jumping between businesses.
Dude, yeah, that's kind of my
It
thought
would be
too.
like the CEOs off Unchained.
Yeah. But I mean, again, I think it depends on. Yeah,
I think something would replace it.
Because there has to be something in place to kind of protect like trade secrets, right? Trade secrets, intellectual property. But at the same time, those of us making, less than $200,000 a year, especially in sales, like, how are you going to tell me that I can't go sell a similar competitor product? Like, that's what I know how to sell, right? Like, that's my experience.
Yeah.
So they need to work something out there. But also, non-competes are largely, in most cases, not enforceable for that type of situation. So, and I live in Missouri, which is a right-to-work state. So, mostly doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah. So, judge struck it down. I'm guessing they'll probably come up with something. Google announced a new phone. I don't know if this is their first one, but they announced a new foldable phone, which is supposed to be thinner and more rugged or sturdier, I guess. I haven't looked at it yet.
Foldable phones?
What's that?
Do you like those? The foldable
If I was not a Samsung fan, I'd have a Pixel.
Me too.
I mean, I agree.
Absolutely. This one does look kind of cool, though.
I have a Pixel.
Like, I like this whole layout right here.
I also have the Samsung though.
The folding one?
No.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of the folding phones. I don't
either. I'm not either, to be honest. I'm curious to see how thin it is.
It's cool.
Because that's the thing about it for me is that it gets like too thick.
Yeah.
You don't really know until you like try it though. Like,
right.
For a
that's
while,
what
too.
Guys that do like cell phone reviews have had the edge on us all for all these years. Is like they just get every phone and they're like, oh, I like this one, I like this one, but they bounce between so many of them that it's like, well, do I like texting people with iPhones? Okay, I have to have an iPhone. Okay, do I prefer to use my phone in more ways than just texting, maybe I'll go with an Android.
That's not actually true anymore. So, Jared, I don't know if you use this, but I got, instead of using Samsung, because I'm a Samsung guy, but instead of using Samsung's native like texting app,
Mhm.
I got a new one. What is it called?
I do the Google one.
I think it's just called Messages.
Yeah, it's the Google one.
Yep, that's the one I use.
It's
That's what I
awesome.
use.
And
Well,
you
the
can
reason
do
why I
all
use that is because if I'm on my computer, I can put it on a tab, and I can just type my text messages. to
Oh
people.
yeah, yeah. When I'm on my computer or even my tablet, that works. And then you can do all that shit that like the iPhone users do, like
The reactions.
you can like a text or whatever. But this Pixel looks kind of cool. I'm curious to check it out. I'm not getting a phone anytime soon because I just got this phone like a couple of months ago. What'd you say? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying Samsung Pay is just like so good. It's hard to. I use the
agree.
watch, so like
It's
I have
better
the
than
Samsung
Google
Watch,
Wallet.
and like I can use Samsung Pay with my watch or my phone, and like yeah, it's like Google Wallet where you can just walk up and tap, but it also gives you Samsung phones also give you the feature where you like swipe up or like you get a
Yeah.
fingerprint immediately it unlocks
Yeah.
because it's
I actually
native.
like Samsung Pay better than Google Wallet. Personally.
I enjoy it quite a bit.
But I use a Samsung phone too, so I don't know if that changes if I move to like this Google Pixel.
Mhm.
But here's the thing. I love that S Pen.
Love that
Love
S
it.
Pen.
Yeah,
Love the S Pen.
even if I don't use it for like months and months and months on end, the second I need it, I'm like, I get excited
Yeah.
about it.
I rarely use it, but
Just write a quick note.
when I do need it, it's awesome. Like
I don't like-
if I end up like, I'm in sales, so if I end up networking and I talk to somebody, like, I want to write down a note really quick, and I'll pull out notes and write it down and save it to a folder. Like, I have a notes folder for like all my work notes. You guys have seen my tablet. I have a folder for notes for our podcast to kind of keep track of what we're talking about. I haven't taken any notes today, but yeah, I mean, I take notes during meetings.
I've learned that I can
podcasts.
use it when people like want to exchange phone numbers with me, and I don't particularly want to exchange phone numbers. I'm like, yeah, just write your phone number down for me, and I give them the pen, and I give them this, and then if I change my mind, I still have it, but usually I just go and delete them because
Okay, yeah.
I don't like it makes them feel like they're giving you their number, and it's like, oh, this is kind of new, this is cool, and I'm like, okay, write your name, and but you could just put their phone number in, but now I don't have an extra phone number that I'm never gonna fucking text in my phone, right? Like,
So another thing is, like, let's say for whatever reason you need to sign something, right? And somebody sends you a PDF and says, print this out, sign it, and scan it back to me. Like, you
I love
can
that.
pull it up in notes, like save it to your Google Drive or whatever, or Samsung, just on your phone. Like, I've pulled stuff up like that as a PDF in notes, and I can actually physically sign it, save it, and then send it back.
Mhm.
Because I'm one of those people that I actually just got a new printer and I haven't hooked it up yet, but I didn't have a printer for a very long time. And having my phone and my tablet with S Pens really changed the game for me as far as being able to do that kind of shit. So, yeah.
I like it to just take
So-
pictures too. Go put my phone over in a corner and then use my S Pen
To
to walk
remote,
away.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I've learned how to do that. I haven't done it much yet, but it's pretty awesome. I have like a few different like Bluetooth remotes for like the camera clicker, but
Mhm.
I always forget where they are when I need them. So the S Pen, built-in remote, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, one more topic, and it's more of a rant session, just because Alex started right before we got on here. How do you feel about the Cybertrucks?
Well,
You
since
guys
we
see them way more than I
anybody
do.
else.
I see a
ever.
lot.
They're everywhere. Oh my god.
They're just so fugly.
They're taking
They're
over, man.
so fugly.
I
That
mentioned
is
this
like-
before. I mentioned this before we started hitting record, but I was at Target and one of them was in the parking lot with a sticker on it that says "new driver." So fucking 16-year-old got it for
Oh my
birthday or
god.
something. I'm like, Jesus,
Oh my god.
fucking Orange County.
Man, you know what
That kid's
sucks
gonna
about
crash that thing.
if we would have had like if we were able to scan digital images back when I was growing up. Shit I drew on just drew because I liked cars when I was a kid. Like I liked Hot Wheels and I tried to draw cars all the time. I guarantee you one of them looked like the fucking Cybertruck. That's what it looks like.
The one you threw away, you're like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is a dumb design.
I probably drew it multiple times because I sucked at drawing. So I used straight lines. Drew triangles and put wheels on it. Cybertruck.
Well, I get into it with people all the time about the electric vehicles just because I'm driving Lyft and I'm doing it in a truck. And then they ask me what I think about the Cybertruck. It happens on like 3 times a week, like at least
Yeah.
3 times a week. And like, I think it's probably the one of the nicer around town vehicles that you can have because it's big, it's nice, it's faster than anything you've
Yeah,
ever been
it's
in. For no reason.
performance-wise, I've heard it's
It's
great.
very fast. So like that little 16 or 15-year-old new driver with that thing, that car is entirely too fast for that person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No business at all. It's faster. It's faster than a Pagani or something. On
I'll
like
say
the
it's
start.
faster than a Porsche for sure. Than
it's
most
as-
Porsches.
It's as fast as like a Bugatti. It's like
Like
very
excited.
very
They're
quick.
they're quick. I test drove a Rivian.
Those are also fast.
When was that? Last April, dude. I let up because we were on not the like widest road. I wanted to open up, but I'm like, all right, I need to let off this thing because they're quick. Because it's all the power right now. There's no like, there's no ramp up in the power band. It's all the torque is right now, and it's crazy.
I
It was pretty cool, but
I like them, but I don't like them. I
Right,
don't
me too.
like. I'm not an electric vehicle fan. I like
neither.
gas engines. I like the sound of it. I like being
like
able to hear
the
it. I like
noise.
driving it. I like
the
to drive.
noise. I like the lighter weight. I like that when it's on refuel, I can just refuel and go. I don't have to sit there for 20,
I like that I
40,
get
60
420
minutes.
miles a gallon, or miles
tank?
of tank. Yeah,
Well, I don't get that, but honestly, for me, look, I get it. My Xterra, the gas mileage is atrocious and probably offensive to a lot of people. But having to get like on a long road trip, having to get out of the car every couple of hours is actually a good thing for me.
yeah.
Like I don't actually go to it's close to empty. Like I usually try to do it between go 150 to 200 miles and then find somewhere to fill up with gas. That way I'm getting out, walking around, getting the blood flowing again. It actually helps me stay awake.
But you don't want to be stuck there for 2 hours or
Well,
wait in line. To
Yeah,
do it,
if
or-
I have to plug the damn car in and sit there, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to go, I'm still gonna be sleepy because I just woke up.
it would be
so-
a good excuse to not be able to make time, like good time when you're driving around. You could be like, I'm only able to drive this far because I have an electric vehicle. like if you
Yeah.
don't want to have to do something, right? It's
Yeah.
my electric vehicle.
Well, I think it would be cool as like a daily driver around town, right?
That's all it's good for.
If you had a house and the power station to charge it up.
Mhm.
But the minute you have to go on a long road trip where that's where you want the benefits of it, but not the downfalls. Well, the downfalls outweigh the benefits for me.
everybody I talk to that says, "Oh, I go to Mammoth and I go to, Big Bear and stuff." The guys that go to Mammoth, they all hate electric vehicles, and it's the ones that own them. They're like, "Yeah, I can't. I tried to take my, Tesla up to Mammoth, and they have chargers up there, but like, it took them 12 hours to get there."
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go home.
I don't know how long it should take, but
should be like a
sounds
6.5 hour trip.
Oh,
At a good rate of speed. That's making good time. So like 6 hours. But like if you have to stop every, 3.5 hours for an hour and 20 minutes, and then
no thanks.
There's traffic because.
And then what if all the damn chargers are taken up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like if they all just got there, well, they're going to be sitting there for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know if you guys can hear that. That was the timer, which means
Dun, dun, dun.
we are right around the end of the show. Closing thoughts. JR, you haven't been around for a minute. Got some closing thoughts for us?
Drink more water.
That's a great tip. Summertime, August. I don't know I don't care where you live. in the
Gatorade
US.
Propel.
That's a good one. I like Gatorade Zero.
Drink more water. I need to take my own advice. I drink way too much soda and sugary drinks.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to. I told you guys I'm starting to track my food again. I'm tracking my water too, so I can up my water intake every day.
I've been doing that. I pee a ton, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's like a problem.
Even-
It's like, wait, I gotta go to Target. I'm gonna have to pee as soon as I get there.
Drink more salt in your water.
when I was like really into it and like actually lean and strict on the diet, like I was drinking over a gallon of water every day. I peed a lot. Just because you do. But it is a good tip. Drink more water. Alex, what are your closing thoughts?
Pee more often. Don't hold it.
Also a good tip.
Also poop more often. Don't hold it either.
Don't hold it in.
That could be
Guys, it's not
catastrophic.
good for you. Talk to your doctor. Ask them what they think. Like,
Should I not poop?
just let them know. Doc,
Oh, man.
I have to poop like 6 times a day. Is there something wrong with me? No.
What?
You're getting the toxins out.
Poop a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot of times to poop. That means you're
It is
eating
a
a
lot of
lot.
times of poop.
I think something that came out of the pandemic is that you're home so much that you don't hold it anymore. You're just like, I'm just gonna go a few steps over,
Yeah.
drop my deuce. It was a small one. I probably could have held that for a couple more hours, but no, just evacuate the pipes.
I don't like to hold it. The only time I get in trouble like that, though, is because I'm like getting close to home and I just want to get home and I don't stop.
Dude, I sit there and even though I have to go, I'm like, oh, I'm going to play one more video game or I'm going to drive one more person or I'm going to do one more thing. And it's like, I always get myself into trouble with it.
Yeah. Because then you have to like yell at your passenger, like, get out! I have to.
Yeah,
Take a
it's super annoying when like I've canceled rides like that before because I'm literally waiting for the full 5 minutes when I had to go to the bathroom before I was on my way to pick you up, bro. Like,
Gotta go, bro.
and I made time coming over, so you weren't out and ready. I'm cancel. I waited 3.5 minutes for you. You knew I was gonna be here when I was gonna be here. You had my GPS location on the entire time.
Pooping is good for you, folks. Pooping is good for you. All right. My final thought. Track your food. It's helpful. Even if you're not like necessarily trying to diet, get a little exercise and track your food. I think what you'll find is when you start to read up a little bit on what you're eating and then how, where your calories are coming from, you'll just instinctively start to improve your diet a little bit and have a healthier lifestyle. Track your food. It works. I've only gotten back into it for the last 2 days, and I am already much better.
Disappointed
Off.
in yourself?
Oh no! Look. I went OCD on it last time. I was a little crazy on it. Like I was leaning down so hard. Like I got to a great spot. Like I mean, when you're 12% body fat, you can see a lot of things like that are covered up by my current belly. But that was a little bit much for me. I'm not gonna do that again. But just a little improvement, especially I'm getting married like next year, so
It's time to
tone up a little bit. May not go as crazy as last time, but be comfortable in my clothes, and not that I'm embarrassed to take my shirt off, but maybe be less shameful about it. Anyway, if you are new here, thanks again for joining us. Please consider, well, if you're new, leave a comment. We'd love to shout you out and welcome you. If you like what you're hearing, give us a like. And we'd love it if you would subscribe and ride along with us on future conversations. And to make sure you know when new episodes are coming out, especially when I do something stupid like try to post copywritten material and have to repost it. Smash that notification bell so you know when the new episodes are out. Typically, it's going to be Thursday mornings. But when I screw up, sometimes it becomes Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, comment, subscribe, notifications. If you have any ideas for us and you don't necessarily want to share them in the comments, feel free to email us at gagepodcast@gmail.com. And like I said, we'll respect your privacy, but we would certainly appreciate any advice, questions, cool stories you'd like us to cover, or topics. Be a part of the show. We'd love to have you. I think we're going to do it right there, though, guys. Hope everybody's enjoyed the show. JR, welcome back. Happy belated birthday. Alex had a birthday recently, too, so you guys are a little
All the
bit
girls
closer
are
to my
saying,
age.
"Oh, they're Leos." Ooh.
right.
Well, I mean, I'm an Aries, so who knows?
They're compatible with Sagittarius. Or whatever it is. I made that up. I know Sagittarius is one of them.
Anyway, guys, let's call it a show. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us for yet another episode of the GAJ Podcast. We are your hosts, Gerard, Alex, and JR, and we are out of here. Throw up the deuces or whatever you want to do.
Fuck Cybertrucks.
Go home and go big. Bye-bye, everybody.